Hello everyone, this is Triple T, and today I'm taking a look at Jinbao Dr. Crank and their version of Generation Toy Gravity Builder Hook. And he is really nice, I think. I don't think these are rubber, or maybe old rubber. As I said before, these are not new, and I transformed them several times, so they might actually be a bit stiff in places they shouldn't be. This is where the Devastator head ought to be. Due to the fact that I have the upgrade kit for this, I took the other head away, so it looks really strange. Please don't mind that. Let's just look at the rest of him, shall we? And to look at the details, the headlights there, gunmetal grey, silver, and you have a little bit of ladder here you can fold up and down. And you have silver between the wheels. These are pegs for combine mode, but they still look good as lamps, I think. Take that away. Some tempographs here. And that's about it for details. It looks like this from the top and like this from the bottom. You can see his arms, legs and chest. And he does have visible head syndrome. Or should I say visible back of the head syndrome. Let's put him down like this, so don't see that ugly pot. Now, you can do different things with him. You can fold out his support here. And fold down these little legs. And you can do that on both sides, of course. So he can get some stabilization if you want to use the crane in a longer mode, which you obviously can. And you can turn that around. Move the crane about. And you can fold these up or down or turn them to the side, depending on where you want to put them, of course. Now, for comparison. Let's bring in Long Haul. And he is a big bot. He's a chunky thing, but looks really good. And they look good together, I think. Hook doesn't really have any kibble, except for the head. But Long Haul has a lot of kibble here. But if you can ignore that, something he's carrying from one building place to another, maybe, I don't know. And you can see that Long Haul is quite wider than Hook. And since they are supposed to be masterpiece scaled, let's bring in Bumblebee Movie Masterpiece Optimus Prime to see if they scale well together, and I think they actually do. I think the same person who fit in here can fit in there, actually. So that looks good. Roll out. As I keep saying about these Constructicons, they are triple changers, just like any other combiner. And we're going to look at the vehicle mode now. After that, we're going into combiner mode. And lastly, robot mode. And the combine mode for this is really, really simple, but I will show off it anyway. So to get him into combine mode, lift this up to make things easier. You can actually take this off from this plate. I had to glue it back together once, so I will not be doing that now, but you can if you want to. You take him and just crack him in the middle, like that. You tab this in that port, like so. You lift this up and rotate it inwards, like so. And then you secure this in the plate underneath. Here there's a little tab and it goes inside or under this little translucent piece, transparent I mean, and you fold that down. Now the head will be on this peg here, so, and you fold that down or remove it if you want to. And this is his combine mode. You also have to flip these out so that the arms can attach, but they are so stiff I will not be doing it for this video. Let's save that for the last one, shall we? Well, it's a chest mode, I'd say. There are pegs here that you're supposed to put the shield on. But otherwise, this is what he looks like in combined mode. And I think we've seen that. So let's get him into robot mode, shall we? You take this up again so you can loosen this little tab. It's quite snug. Like that. And then you fold that down. You separate him again and tab him together on this side. It's a bit loose, but that's due to all the transformation I've done through the years, so it's nothing quality wise, it's just me doing this too often. You come to the underside. These feet are tabbed in here, here and here, so they are quite well locked in place. But when you get it, you get it. Good for me. Before you turn the legs around, you have to loosen these panels because they stick together really hard. Like that. And then you fold the legs out like so. You fold the wheel back, the squeaking foot down, fold the heel out, the same on this side, squeaky squeaky, and fold the heel out like that. You rotate these pieces to the back and push them down like that. You can have them as knee pads, but I think this looks better. Like that. And now his feet are done, almost. You have two things left, and I keep forgetting them all the time. This filler piece goes down like that to fill in that gap there. And you have to open this up, remove the gun, fold that in, fold that up, and push that in. Now mine doesn't really stick, but I think it will hold for a while at least. Okay, now we are done with the legs. And he can stand, even though he's back heavy. But let's make him not back heavy, shall we? Loosen these. Take his arms to the sides, like so. These little pieces can just be folded down. Fold the filler piece in his shoulder out, loosen his arm, and turn that around. Almost 360. Open the filler piece and push it down. And the sides just come down like so. You open this panel here and you turn out the hand. What a great turnout. And then you do the same thing on the other side. You take this filler piece here. For some reason doesn't want to play with me. And you turn the arm in the other direction, 90 degrees, or almost 180, I think. Open up the little filler piece and push it down. You open the hands here, open the lid for the hands anyway, and push them up and out and close that back up. Stay. Now we need to do something about this backpack. So loosen this. Turn this around as far as it can go down on the little rotating hinge here. That one. This tab will go into the bottom of the crane. So line that up and you'll hear a click if you succeed. If you don't, you can push this out and just have it pushed in this way. Ah, there. Now it sits like it should. And then you push that down. This is up to you how you fold this up. I usually do something like that so it doesn't show all that much. And he does get a third leg if you don't want to display him with this in front, of course. You can do that as well. He usually stands about a bit higher. You can always scooch that up as well. But as you can see, everything keeps moving around on him because they're not pegged in. They shouldn't be pegged in, unfortunately. So like that. And now finally we get to open up the head. There it is. And you fold this little filler piece up. And there you have him in his robot mode. Hook is finally in robot mode. Let's get in close to look at the detailing. Nice head and very nice light piping. He can actually blink with one eye. Nice paintwork here, silver and orange. I think this piece is painted as well, but this is purple plastic. Nice paint on the thighs. What haven't we looked in? Oh, vehicle mode. I forgot to look at this, maybe. Ah, gunmetal grey. Yes, finally. And he does have a lot of kibble on the back, unfortunately. But it is what it is. He looks good from the front, and that's how I display him if I have him in robot mode, which I usually don't. I have him in combine mode. And for accessories, you have his little gun here. You pull this out, fold this down, and just put that in his hand. And I think that's the easiest gun to fit in his hand. All the other characters have very hard tolerances, just gun-wise. And for articulation, his head can do a 360, and we can see why the light piping is so good. His arms can do the same. Bumps into things, but it can. These pieces, these side pieces, can be rotated like that, or 360 of course. I like to have them like this, but that's not official. You have a bicep swivel, a single jointed elbow that gets you 90 plus, I would say. You can rotate the hand, but as with all of these, the hand is very stiff and it's only one peg for all fingers. And of course, the thumb is molded in. You have a waist rotation, but that keeps bumping into things, so I don't know if we count that really. Fold these up. His legs go out to there. Back, not that much. And he can actually do the Van Damme. If you, like me, like to pose him with these on the back, his knees aren't really that well articulated, so without them he can do a 90 degrees. With them on the back, he's very limited, as you can see, but I think they still look good. I forgot to turn this piece upside down like that. I'm sorry. But that's the way it should be. His feet can tilt, of course, turn, go, no, nothing up or down really, due to the mold. But he can do a wide stance if he wants to. With those feet. That looks ridiculous. So let's get that away. And now for comparison. I always bring my go-to guys, and first of all, Soundwave. And he feels a bit shorter than the others, but he isn't. I think that's due to the lack of things on top, as the boy said. And the evil mastermind, of course. I wish I created you earlier. And they're about the same height. No, I am taller. Okay, fine. You're taller, whatever. So, my final thoughts for this bot. Yeah, he looks good, he's sturdy, he stands the test of time quality-wise, but he has a lot of panels that doesn't really tab in, so that's a bit annoying, and a lot of kibble everywhere on the sides, on the back, but I do like this face. It's well made and looks really the part. And as I said before, both this set and the Generation Toy set is a strong recommendation from me. They look good, they perform well, and I think they will be on my shelf for a long time. I've seen both X-Transbots and Fans Toys and the Cell version, and I still think this looks best, even though they are more cartoon accurate, at least the first two. But I think that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care.